So Art Fight started almost 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to make a little video talking about my experience so far with my first year of it. If you don't know what Art Fight is, it's basically an art trading game where you draw other people's characters for fun. You can choose to be randomly assigned to a team, this year being Fossils and Crystals, and draw the opposing team members' OCs. This would be called an attack. When you get an attack, you can also have the choice to revenge them, although you don't have to. This basically means attacking them back and drawing something for them in return. Also, just want to say before I start yapping, this video will be from my perspective of my first week only of Art Fight. I will be doing a week 2, 3, and 4, but I'm assuming this video will be posted between 1 and 2 weeks after Art Fight has started. I will not be talking about my second week until the next video, so stay tuned for those. Any attacks I've given or received after July 8th will be shown in the future video, not this one. Last thing I want to say before I start the video is thank you guys so much for almost 15k views on my last video. I'm like 90% sure all those views are the reason my Art Fight account blew up, and my TikTok post helps as well, because holy crap did I get a bunch of Art Fight followers after I made that video. I never imagined getting more than 1,000 views on a video since I have before, but over 10k is insane and I'm so grateful for that. Anyways, onto the video. So far I've had a great Art Fight experience. As I stated in my last video, I was a bit scared I wouldn't get any attacks due to my unpopularity on social media, but I've actually been getting a really good amount of attacks in only 1 week. The people I've attacked are super sweet, and the attacks I've gotten are so beautiful and cute, and I love them so much. I literally squealed in joy each time I would get one. In this video, I'm going to show the speed paints of the attacks and revenges I've given during the first week, and at the end of the video, I will be reviewing the attacks I received. I've done a total of 5 attacks so far, and 3 out of 5 were revenges. The first attack ever that I did was Neptune Toast by Neptune_Toast, and it's probably one of the ones I'm most proud of. When I first bookmarked Neptune, she looked like this, so I clicked the character expecting the same thing, but then I saw that they were redesigned, and honestly, they look even cooler now. Both designs were awesome, but I really liked the colors I was working with here. While I was doing the line art, I was having a lot of trouble drawing the hands correctly. It looked fine on the sketch, but I was really struggling with trying to make the peace sign with only 4 fingers. Which is weird because just months ago, I was strictly drawing only 4 fingers since I was constantly watching and taking inspiration from Brie Jaws. Not that I'm not doing that anymore, I just find it easier to do all 5 fingers. Anyways, I ended up doing what looks more like a wave since it's a lot easier to make with 4 fingers without changing the hands up too much. Looking back on it now, I'm kinda sad that I didn't fully shade it, but I still really love how it came out and I'm so happy the creator liked it. My second attack was Coral by Celestial Crow 340. This one was a friendly fire revenge, and it's another one I'm pretty proud of. I do feel kind of bad about the head shape because in the reference photo I used, she had more of a square head shape and I made her head look kind of pointy. Part of me also doesn't like the hair and clothing shading that much either. It just kind of looks weird. I don't know. However, I absolutely love this drawing other than those few things. The eye shading looks awesome, the fins on the ears, the little freckles, the gills, and the glasses came out really good as well. I really like Coral's color scheme, and I think the colors work so well together. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I should have added a little bit of Yuri into my drawing. In the original attack I got from Celestial Crow, they drew Yuri of my 2 characters that are in love in the glasses, and now I feel kind of bad that I didn't do the same since Coral has a girlfriend too. But hey, I still love the drawing, and I'm glad the creator did as well. My third attack so far was a revenge for Samber Hexander Lucian by bbomb_cherries. Correct me if I said any of that wrong. This one is a bit more iffy. I love this character. The outfits he has, the hair, the eyes, the lore, immaculate. Chef's kiss. Mwah. But my drawing of him did not do him justice, and it's only because of one issue: the eyes. I don't know how I messed up so badly, and I kept trying to change it to look better, but I just couldn't. They look way too separated, and who knows, maybe it looks normal and I'm just saying this because I was looking at it for a bit too long, but I normally have a pretty good judgment of my own art. I'm gonna be a bit more optimistic about this drawing though and talk about the things I do like about it. I really enjoyed drawing the outfit and hair, and I also think the hands and ears came out really well too. I always enjoyed drawing elf-like ears, so I thought those were pretty cute. I also think the background looks awesome, and other than the one major issue with this drawing, I'd say it's pretty good. And I mean, the creator really liked it, so win-win. My fourth attack was Sylvan Berry Cookie by Haru-chan. I'm mutuals with this person on TikTok, and I absolutely adore their art. I'm so happy with how this drawing came out, and I'm even happier that I got to draw a Cookie Run OC. Sylvanberry's design has such a beautiful color palette and some gorgeous details, and drawing this felt like I was ascending. However, I did forget some details. I was going to add the little sparkles in her hair, like in the reference sheet, but I completely forgot, and I think it would have looked better with the sparkles. It's okay though. I still think this one came out really well, and I think it's one of my favorite attacks I've done so far. The last one I did was a revenge to Cooley. I really hope I said that right. By Puffy_animates_oh. Correct me if I pronounced anything wrong. This one was so fun to draw. I love this character. She was adorable, and her design is so awesome. I think my favorite part of drawing her was the hair. Her hair looks a bit different in the reference than my drawing, but I wanted to give it more of a liquidy look since she's based off a magma cube, I think. I also could have done that one trend where people put raw meat as an overlay to the ocean or other forms of water to make it look more like waves, but I'm scared that would be a bit too lazy, and I also didn't think about it until like just now. I do think I could have shaded her a bit better. I noticed the orange lines on her skin didn't exactly get shaded well enough, and they look like they're fading into gray, which was not my intent at all. Other than that though, I think this came out really well, and I'm glad the creator liked it. This is gonna be a pretty long section since I've got a total of 12 defenses so far. I also don't want to just be saying the same thing over and over about each one, so instead of just being like, thank you so much, I love this drawing, I'm gonna be going over the specific details about each drawing I got, as well as going a little crazy over how grateful I am for them. The first attack I ever received in my entire life was a drawing of my persona, Antares, by Cat's UFO. I genuinely think I jumped up and down and squealed when I got this. Oh wait, actually apparently I cried a little bit too. Anyways, I really love the shading on this drawing. It's very unique, and I don't think I've ever seen any sort of shading technique like that. I also adore how the paws were drawn. I think every time I see furry paws drawn like that, I go crazy, like in a good way. Just look at them, they're so perfect. Also, the shading on the eyes is so gorgeous. I mean, I should probably expect gorgeous eyes regardless because he has stars as pupils along with 3 separate colors, but this person managed to make it even more detailed and beautiful. Also, super cute background, I love it. Thank you so much, Cat's UFO, for this amazing attack. This is the second attack I got of my character Elizabeth, or Liv, by Tallest Lenny. They drew Liv with their character Soda. I found this drawing very cute and funny, especially since they were both definitely blind as bats. Liv's glasses prescription is kinetically -5 diopters, which in short means she's very nearsighted. I also really like how their color schemes sort of work well together. Both characters are very much more cooler tones with a hint of some slightly warmer colors like yellow, and I feel like they'd make good friends if they were put into the same universe. Overall, I love this attack. Thank you, Tallest Lenny, for this silly little interaction of these guys. My third attack I received this year was a gif of Cleo blinking by Snoozy. This one is so cute. Cleo is one of my favorite characters I have in my Wasteland Horizon universe, and getting art of her makes me really happy. I think my favorite thing is the shading, the details, the eyes, and the hair. I feel like there was so much attention to detail in this animation, and I really respect the time and dedication to it, even if it was something as simple as blinking. I also looked at the rest of Snoozy's profile, and oh my god, there was some beautiful art over there. They're really good at drawing both furries and humans, and just overall an amazing style. Thank you so much for this beautiful attack, and you guys should attack some of their characters. The fourth attack I got was from one of my Instagram mutuals, Willow Universe, of my character Jasper. I've been mutuals/friends with this person for years now, and I've seen their art improve so much, and I'm so glad that I got to be a part of that. I really like how this is actually pretty lore accurate too. For the purpose of not spoiling anything, I can't say too much, but there will definitely be a part of the story where Jasper is just sitting alone in the dark thinking to himself. In a depressing way. It is a pretty dark image, that being specifically with the lighting, but if you look closely, I think the background looks pretty cool, and so does the hair. I also love that they kept his scars, which is something I was worrying about when it came to getting attacks of Jasper or Reese, since they both have a significant amount of scars. Thank you so much, Willow, and if you're watching this, I want you to know I will be revenging your Murder Drones character. See you soon. My fifth attack I got was some Yowie of Reese and Jasper by bbomb_cherries, and I again squealed when I got this. I really love how the background is so detailed and specific, even though I have never drawn the group's bathroom and lore whatsoever. I haven't even thought of what their house looks like, so I'll definitely be stealing this idea for their bathroom. I really love that Reese didn't think about getting gloves, so he's just gonna be blue for like a week. Also, the painted nails. Reserliv would totally paint Jasper's nails, which is such a cute detail. I also noticed that they drew the scars perfectly. They both have all their scars, and Reese's looks exactly how I'd hope people would draw his burn scar. Thank you bbomb_cherries for this amazing piece. I love it so much. My 6th attack I got this week was of Elizabeth by Celestial Crow. I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting any traditional art, and I was so happy when I received this. You don't see much traditional artists on Artfight, so to think that someone has my character in their sketchbook makes me so happy. I really love how realistic this attack was. Also, 3 separate drawings of her plus a little doodle of her and Cleo in the glasses. I'm ascending. Looking at this drawing makes me so grateful that someone with such a beautiful style decided to draw my characters 3 separate times on 2 sketchbook pages. Thank you so much, Celestial Crow, for this amazing drawing. The 7th attack I got was of my character Joseph by Puffy_animates_OWO. I actually just realized that this wasn't Jasper while writing this script, which is pretty funny. I might have made them look a bit too similar, but hey, that's not important. What's important right now is how adorable this drawing is. I think my favorite thing about this drawing is that it's lineless. I have a huge respect for people who do lineless art. Like, it's such a skill to be able to do that, and I still have no clue how you guys do it. I don't know why, but for some reason this reminds me of Wild Kratts a little bit. Like, not in a bad way. I love that show. I don't know what it is about the drawing, but it just makes me think of the Crab Bros. Maybe it's the eye colors, I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much, Puffy, for this delectable attack. I will be consuming it for dinner tonight. The 8th attack I got was some good old Yuri of Cleo and Liv by just_Pika, and I think I had a genuine heart attack when I got this. It's so cute, just look at them. They're so adorable. I really love the swirl in Liv's eye, as well as the detail on the hair and the glasses. Honestly, anytime I get art of my OCs who are shipped together in lore, I freak out, in a good way. You're telling me you looked at these characters and decided, yeah, I want to draw them. Like, thank you, I'm honored to have literally anyone in the world enjoy my OCs and take time to draw them. Thank you so much, just_Pika, for this very cute attack. My 9th attack I received was another drawing of my persona by Mitoful17. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. The first thing I noticed when I got this one was the sort of like pattern on the arms and legs. In my reference sheet for Antares, it's literally just lines without any special design to it, but this person made it kind of look like fire, like literally fire, which I personally thought was super cool. I really love it when people are creative with my art like this, adding extra details to the characters that didn't have before without completely changing the design. Also, the title of this attack kind of reminds me of the "that damn smirk" meme a little bit. I don't know, just something I thought was funny. Thank you, Mituful17, for this awesome attack. The 10th attack I got was of my amazing Digital Circus OC Oko by Toffee Apple. I'm gonna be completely honest, this is probably one of my favorite attacks I've received so far. And not because it's better than the others or anything, I'm just really hyperfixated on the Amazing Digital Circus right now, so it's favoring my brain. I can tell this person definitely paid attention in their art class when they were teaching how to shade a circle. Like, look how perfect it is. The rest of the shading is also beautiful. Another detail I noticed about this piece is the little spikes in the eyes, which I will 100% be stealing. I never thought of that before, and I think it's perfect for Oko's character. If this drawing had a taste or flavor to it, it would taste like either a grape-flavored drink or blueberry pie. With that being said, I will also be eating this for my dessert. Thank you, Toffee Apple, for this godly attack. The 11th attack I got was of Reese being completely unhinged by Bird Thing. I can't tell if this is digital or traditional, maybe it was scanned into a higher quality image because it does look slightly more digital, but either way, it's so beautiful. I know it's supposed to be something silly, but I can't help but appreciate the level of detail and how incredibly unique this art style is. A detail I really liked about this is the bird feet given to Reese. I didn't ever really give any full body drawings of him since I very rarely do full bodies. So I think in a way that kind of gave Bird Thing the freedom to do whatever they wanted with that. So they gave him bird feet. I never imagined him with bird feet, but now that I think of it, it's an amazing idea and I'm totally gonna steal it. Thank you, Bird Thing, so much for this amazing attack. The 12th and final attack I got from my first week of Artfight 2025 was another Oko drawing by XX Blue Kitty Moon XX. This one is really cool. I think the pose matches him really well. Again, I rarely do full bodies, so I never thought of his shoes or anything, and I think the boots match perfectly with his character. Blue Kitty has a really nice art style, and I took a look at some of their other drawings, and I really like it. I absolutely adore this drawing, especially since they chose to draw one of my current favorite characters that I have, and I'm so proud to be able to say that I got this beautiful drawing. Thank you so much, Blue Kitty Moon. those were all the attacks and defenses I've done or gotten for this year's art fight so far. And if one of your drawings you made for me wasn't in this video, it'll be in the next one. Don't worry about not being featured in any of my art fight videos, since I'll be making sure each and every attack I get from someone is in the video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.
We just got 8 free pizzas!